Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today I've got a really good video for you because I am sharing 11 freelance writing jobs online that pay $100 or more, and so many of these are beginner friendly, and I'm gonna give you tips for actually pitching them and landing these jobs. So it's gonna be really good. Let's get started. First, why should you even listen to me? These reasons right here. This is always something you want to ask yourself when you come across random information online. For those of you who have already been around here a while, you already know me and why you should listen to me. But in case you don't, I made $5K a month writing online just 4 months after losing my full-time job, even though I was an inexperienced college dropout. I went on to make over $8K a month writing and then build a multiple six-figure business. And I've worked with so many amazing people and companies, and I've taught freelance writing / cold emailing for about 8 years. Now, a quick note before we dive right into these jobs. I do not personally know the editors at the following sites, and I have not personally vetted them. So please keep that in mind. These are just sites that I looked at that I was like, oh yeah, if I was like trying to pitch right now and was looking for these types of gigs, that is someone that I would consider pitching. So without further ado, the first one here is Nomadic Matt. It is a top travel blog, and you can see the type of content that they publish right here, as well as the link, and the pay is $250. And all the pay for all these jobs, by the way, is the time of posting this video, or the time of creating the slideshow, which was like last week. So pretty much the same time of posting. So by the way, I do have a free download where you can see 3 actual guest post pitches, like literal screenshots that landed me writing jobs like these and bylines on major websites. So if you want to get that, I will throw the link above my head and down below in the description box, as well as the pinned comment, so you cannot miss it. Definitely grab that because you can just copy my strategy and land these gigs. All right. Number 2 freelance writing job online that you can get pays $125 to $250. It's called Unearth Women, and they seek to bring women to the forefront of the travel industry. So 1 and 2 here, we've got some great opportunities if you are into travel and want to write about it. Now, here's a tip because I found this on that actual website, the Unearth Women website. A lot of the time when you look at these gigs, they're going to have detailed instructions on how to pitch them, okay? So you want to follow these closely, read every single one, and keep the about me part of your pitch, which you shouldn't even actually always include, but they do ask for it here. Tell us briefly about yourself. Keep that short and niche relevant. Remember, you are selling this article idea in your pitch email. You're not talking about this and that and everything, you like to do with writing. You got to keep it relevant. Keep it focused on how you can sell this article to them. A bonus tip, and I'm saying this as someone who has accepted a lot of guest posts and worked with a lot of freelancers, editors love when you summarize your idea in the form of a bulleted list or an easy to skim outline. Now, of course, some of them will ask you to send the full article. Some of them will ask you for a different specific format. But in general, if there was no guidelines, I'm going to recommend that 10 out of 10 times, 100% of the time. Keep it easy for them. Give them your working headline and why you're the person who write it, why it's a good idea, and then some bullet lists based on maybe the headings, what the headings in the article or the main points of the structure would be. Really good tip. If you can do these things, you're already doing better than like 95% of people pitching these gigs. All right. The next one is Earth Island Journal, and you can see that they talk about environmental challenges, and they pay $200 for stories published online. So if you want to write about the environment, threats to the environment, things like that, this could be a really, really great place to pitch and get that experience and get a byline. And I think they accept photographers as well. Yes, they do. So this is pulled from their website. And I wanted to show you something really interesting here. Like if you fail to do what I'm about to talk about right here, your pitch is auto rejected. So this is really important. Read the entire thing. By thing, I mean like what they say, the instructions on how to pitch them. Because look, queries with the word pitch in the subject line will receive priority. You've got to have pitch in that subject line. I bet that I don't know, but if it were me and I put this in here, and a lot of sites do this, everything that doesn't include pitch in the subject line is going to get deleted because It just shows that they didn't read the requirements or the instructions. If someone doesn't have time to read that, do they have time to write a really great article for you? Probably not. It sounds so harsh, but that's just how it is with writing. And I want to give it to you guys real. I want to be 100% honest with you. And that's just what's up. That's how it works. Sites often hide little things like that, like put this in the subject line, put that in your email to weed out low effort pitches. So make sure you read and follow every single step, because based on my experience as an editor, like 95% of writers will not do this. And maybe that's a bit much if you're just talking about reading and putting the right subject line, but definitely the vast majority will not even follow these sort of simple steps that you've outlined. So if you can do that successfully, you're already going to stand out, which is great. All right, so something else important. Before you pitch, you need to have a niche, a freelance writing niche, an optimized writer website for your niche, and samples that are niched. All of this has to be set up the right way, not just set up. All this needs to be done before you start pitching if you want to have a chance at succeeding, especially if you are a beginner. Most beginners, they don't do this. They will come across a video like this and they will just click the links and send off some pitches. If that is you, I'm here to tell you, first of all, I know how it is. I was a beginner myself at one point, but we cannot do that. If you want the best chance of success, especially as a beginner, you've got to take these steps first, right? You got to do the prep work. That's what it is, the prep work. So if you want to learn how to do that prep work, so you can not just pitch these gigs, but actually land them and pitch them effectively, I can help you do that. Just go sign up for my totally free masterclass, 3 steps to 1K freelance writing in 45 days or less. Even if you got 0 experience, you can do that at 1kfreelancewriting.com. I'll pop it above my head and down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment. So head over there and sign up so you know what you need to do to actually market yourself and land these gigs. All right. The next one, super niche thing, but if you know about essential resources for leaders of parent groups and PTO, then this is a great place for you to pitch. They pay $125 to $500. Content focuses on volunteer leaders of these groups running their organizations more efficiently and supporting their schools more effectively. So if you're a parent or you know about this kind of stuff, maybe a teacher, this could be a great opportunity for you to check out. And on their website, they actually list out the topics they're most interested in. What I'm going to tell you again is to stick to what they have recommended. Stick to their requirements. Give them exactly what they're asking for. That is how you sell your articles, your blog post ideas. You give them exactly what they're asking for and give them something that is actually going to help their business. So if you see something like this, stick to those topics. All right, the next one is Briar Patch Magazine. They pay $150 to $350, and they have a wide range of topics on their site: current events, activism, politics, justice, gender equity, all this sort of stuff. Political importance is kind of their umbrella topic, I guess, issues of political importance. So if you're passionate about that sort of thing, head on over there and send them a pitch. And always look through the existing articles they have before pitching, because A, they might have already covered your topic and you don't want to be pitching the same thing that's already covered as to auto reject. We don't want that to happen. B, you got to get an idea of their headline style, the writing tone, how they structure their blog posts or articles, because that can vary widely between different websites, right? It can vary super widely. So you wouldn't want to pitch them something with a headline that is totally different format than this, like a BuzzFeed style headline. You wouldn't want to do that because that's not what they do on this website. So always at least give it a glance. You certainly don't have to spend hours digging through every single website that you want to pitch. That is not what we're doing, but at least get a little bit of that information so you can send an effective pitch. All right, the next one is Offscreen Magazine. They pay $100 Canadian, and it's a great place to put your passion for film to good use. So if you love film, if you love talking about movies, this could be a really great gig for you. Head over there and send your pitch. The next one is Elite Personal Finance, and they pay an amazing $300 per guest post. They are a highly trusted finance blog with content from some of the best in the finance sector, and it says they're always looking for talented writers who want to share their guest posts. So if you know a little something about personal finance, head on over there, send them a pitch, and get your $300 at this freelance writing job. And look, I love that they put this on their website, okay? Because this is a really important thing for you to think about. They say we spend over $100,000 a year on high quality content. That is what you want to hear as a writer, right? You want to hear that the person you're pitching, the company you're pitching, has an allotted content marketing and copywriting budget. So change your mindset in accordance with that, right? This is not just one random person who's trying to run their one-person business and taking money out of their pocket and giving it to you, and it's high pressure. No, companies like this and bigger companies, profitable target clienteles, are going to be companies like this that have an allotted marketing budget. This is what you need to think about. Next time you feel tempted to undercharge, don't undercharge. Just go for better clients, good clients who actually have a marketing budget to pay you with. Very, very important, super key mindset shift to avoid getting underpaid and actually make a great living doing this. All right. If you have any questions about that, by the way, pop them in the comments below because I'm always happy to help. But the next one is Income Diary. It pays $150 to $300 per guest post. So if you know about SEO, content creation, entrepreneurship, making money online, this is going to be a great opportunity, a place for you to share your expertise about these topics. And remember, before you leave this video, by the way, quick little side note, grab the screenshots of successful pitches I used to land on these major websites. You need to get these screenshots. Like, it's super, super important so you know how to format your pitch and you can see successful techniques and what that email is structured like. The next one is Bon Appetit. If you want to write about food and cooking, then you could check this out. And they also have categories at the link right here that detail exactly what they're looking for. So you're not having to sit there and decide what to write about. They actually have not topics necessarily, but categories that you can kind of choose from and can guide your topic selection, which is always, always helpful. And the next one is Contingent Magazine. They are a nonprofit history magazine. So if you're a museum worker or an independent scholar, something like that, you could definitely pitch them if you have an idea that goes along with the topics they typically write about. So something interesting I want to mention here, like you might be like, if you're not, a museum worker, for example, then you might just be like, oh, well, they're looking for someone with experience. But you notice that these sites don't always necessarily want someone with writing experience. They want someone with niche experience, right? Doesn't have to be, you have a lot of writing experience. You can be a beginner, but what sort of niche expertise or knowledge are you bringing in for them? That is how you get these type of gigs and even better ones as a total beginner. You niche down effectively and you market that niche. You showcase it everywhere throughout your pitch, on your writer website, all these things. And that's something you can learn how to do at this link up here in the top right corner, 1kfreelancewriting.com. So make sure you sign up for that class. You get free access, instant access once you sign up. It's really good. It's going to help you learn how to market yourself. And the next one is Damn Interesting. It pays up to $250. I like the name of their site. It's pretty cool. From their website, they say, we're not a big corporation. We're a dozen people working together and record the most interesting stories in science, history, and psychology. Got some cool stuff over there, so head over to the link, check it out, give them a pitch if you think it is a good fit for your article idea. The next one and the final one is Early American Life. They pay $500 for a first feature for a new writer. That is awesome. So if you know about these type of topics like history, architecture, decorating, and more, all centered around America from its founding through the mid-1800s, if that's something you have knowledge in, again, it's like the whole niche thing. You don't have to be an experienced writer necessarily. You just have to figure out like what your weird niche interest is, right? And see what kind of outlet will allow you to get paid to write about that specific niche interest. So you can check them out if you want to write about these type of topics. But remember, you cannot just pitch these sites, right? I'm not telling you, all right, you watched this video, now you're ready to go pitch. I'm absolutely not telling you that. There's a difference between doing something and doing it right. And you got to pitch them the right way to actually land these gigs, right? We don't want you to pitch and get rejected. We want you to land these gigs. And I can definitely help you with that. I've been helping writers with this kind of thing a long time. So the best way for me to help you right now is for you to join my totally free masterclass at 1kfreelancewriting.com. You sign up right now. I'll throw the link above my head down below in the description box in the pinned comment so you cannot miss it. You sign up now, you will get instant access to this incredible in-depth class, perfect for beginners, even if you have zero experience. So if you want to work with me, if you want to start freelance writing right now, head over and take that class at 1kfreelancewriting.com. You can also get my free guide with 101 profitable freelance writing niches. Or if you're just like, I'm ready to do this, I want to invest in myself so that I can start making a full-time living freelance writing ASAP. Go down here to killercoldemailing.com. That link will redirect you to the link to join my best-selling paid course, which is called Killer Cold Emailing. So my friends, that is all from me today. Remember, we're not just pitching these websites, okay? We have got to make sure you got your marketing set up the right way first, clear niche, a clear cold emailing and pitching strategy, and a good idea to actually go in and pitch them with. That is what I want to encourage you to do. If you need to learn how to market yourself, you can go to 1kfreelancewriting.com for my step-by-step process that I personally used when I was a clueless beginner and college dropout. We've all been there. Maybe not the college dropout thing, but we're all beginners at some point. But anyway, that is all for me today, my friend. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to drop down in the description box and pin comment for loads of free resources and recommendations before you leave this video. Leave a comment if you have any questions or have any other topics you want me to cover. And that's all for me today, my friend. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.